We are back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about having a job and building an online business, because what I'm going to dive into is taking the risk. But first I'm going to dive in to both the job and the online business. So with an online business and a job, they are both risky and they both have a what if scenario. So let's say, for example, an online business. Anyone can build an online business. So with an online business, it's high risk, but it's high reward. But with a job, you've got to understand that it's low risk and it's low reward, because if you think about it, if you have a job and you can build your way up through different phases of the job, right? And you've got to take into consideration that it has a cap. So what I mean by this, if you have a job, yes, okay, you have a stable income, but it's capped. It can't go higher. And if it does, that just means you've just got to spend a lot of time getting promoted, and promotion takes a while. So with a job, there's a cap to it, right? But with an online business, it's high risk, but if it pays off after putting all that work in, then it's a high reward. And what I mean by a high reward is you could be grinding for years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years towards your online business. We have to understand that you can make as much money as you want in an online business. There's no cap. So you've got to understand that they are both risky, because the reason they're both risky, people think that, yeah, job's secure, you get a solid income each month and it's secure, you get guaranteed money. And on the flip side of that, when you are working towards building a business, you don't get guaranteed money, but there's no cap. So your earnings, there's not a cap to it. So with a job, and I've seen it before, with a job, the reason that's a risk is because you could work a job and yes, you've got guaranteed money in, and yes, you've got stability, but a job doesn't really care about you. So in the same aspect, they could get rid of you in a click of a fingers and they wouldn't care. So yes, you have the stability, but you have the same risk, because a job isn't guaranteed. I've done it myself. I've worked a job and then they've turned around and said, we've slowed down on work, so we're going to have to get rid of you. So yes, okay, I was making guaranteed income and it was guaranteed every month, but they can just cut you off and not care. But with your online business, and yes, anyone can build a business, you are in control of how much you can earn. You are in control of when you can take time off. So the main reason of this video is to say that a job and pursuing an online business, they are both risky. It just depends which risk you want to take. And another one is, I remember when I worked at Amazon delivery driver, and I guaranteed there's people who's watching this video who's done that. So I was working as Amazon delivery driver, and there was one time where I was doing my job, and one of my close family members, it was my mum, and she was ill and she needed to get taken to the hospital. So I thought, damn, I'm the only one who drives. So I said to my manager, I was literally like an hour off finishing my shift. And with Amazon, it works in drops. You have to complete so many drops and then you're done. So I had literally about 20 drops left, and that's not a lot. It's enough for another driver in that area to come and take the drops off you. Anyway, I said to the manager, look, I've got an emergency and I need to go. I need someone to come and get these parcels and deliver them. And it was like, unfortunately, mate, you have to finish your stops. And I thought, you would go in a job. You would go the most. You do everything that these people want you to do. And even if you put in overtime, but as soon as you have a problem or you have an emergency, they don't care. So anyway, long story short, I left that job because I thought, I'm good. So like I said, yes, a job provides stability, but it gives you that stability where you are comfortable. So where you might not need to work on an online business because you are getting that guaranteed paycheck every month. So you are at a point where you are comfortable. So your mind won't think, I need to make more money, because you're making good money. You've got a house, you've got a car, whatever you have got, you are comfortable. So yes, you have the stability, but in the same aspect, I watched a video ages ago and I think, I know people have seen this video. It was a video where a guy worked at Walmart in America and he got like this celebration thing after working for like 25 years. And this celebration thing, treat or whatever, was not the best. It was rubbish to say he's worked there for 25 years and they don't care. Imagine how many hours he's worked at that job to get something that is just not worth it at all. If you are thinking about pursuing a business, just understand in the beginning, it's a high risk. You might not be making the money. You might think, damn, I can just go to a job and make more money. In the beginning, when you are working towards building a business, you are going to be tested. There's going to be times where you want to quit. We have got to understand that if you pursue a business, there's no cap to your earnings. You can do whatever you want. Yes, you have to put a lot of time into your online business. People think, oh yeah, I just want to run an online business and have time freedom, location freedom, and all of that good stuff. But you put a lot of time into it, but you might spend most of your days putting your time into your business to make the good money that you make. But at the end of the day, you don't have a boss telling you what to do. You can take more than 2 weeks off a year and there's no cap to your earnings, so you can make however much your business will end up making. So in terms of a job, yes, it provides stability and you're comfortable, so you don't think, oh, I need to make an online business to make more money. It makes you do that. So if you are looking at the risk to reward ratio, okay, the job offers stability, but they can get rid of you in a click of a fingers and they don't actually care. Whereas an online business, man, it's a high risk, but it's a very big, high reward. So if you are thinking to take the risk, take that risk. Bet on yourself. Go all in on your business. And yes, you can still work a job whilst working towards your business. Of course you can. But one thing I do want to say is, bet on yourself. Go all in. And the worst case scenario, it doesn't work and you can go back to a job. Because let's be real, you can go back to a job whenever you want. And yes, I know AI is coming into place, but let's be realistic. Well, yeah, AI is definitely going to be taking over jobs. But anyway, the worst case scenario is that you'll have to go back to a job. So if you're at a job right now and you know you want to work on a business, but you are scared because of the stability your job offers, just understand that your current situation, go into that job, you're comfy, you're living all right. And if you think to yourself, I want to work on this business, go and work on that business. You don't have to quit your job straight away, but just understand that your current situation, working in the job, if you go all in on your business, the worst case scenario is that you just end back up where you are at now, working the job. The best case scenario is your business pays off and you get the freedom you want. There's no cap to your earnings and you can do whatever you want with your life. Yes, there's going to be responsibilities running a business, of course. You're going to have days where you're putting in 10 hours, 8 hours. But just take the risk and bet on yourself. Look, we're here one time. We're not here twice or 3 times. So just say, not everybody wants to have a business. Not everybody wants to do that. Some people are happy in the jobs. And that's not what the video is about. The video is about the risk of a job and the risk of an online business. Because I've had people say to me before, be realistic. And it's like, okay, so I've got one life. I could probably get a job whenever I want to, but I'm pursuing my online business. So if that didn't work, then I guess it's just back to the job. So if you can take anything away from this video, bet on yourself, take that risk, ignore the noise, work on yourself, and prove to yourself you can. It's a high risk, but it's a high reward. And like I said, people have said to me before, be realistic, just get a job. And it's like, look, I'm here one time. Let me at least say I've tried. I know for a fact that I will be successful in my business because I've just got that mindset. So when it comes to people saying be realistic, the way I see it is I've got one life, so I may as well go all in. And even though it won't, even if it didn't work, I can say I at least tried. I can say I at least tried, and not just had the idea, didn't do it, was a person who's always talking about doing X, Y, and Z and never taking action. So that is today's video. If you are working towards your current business, keep going. No matter if you're on your 3rd year, your 4th year, your 6th year, you could be working anywhere between 2 and 6 or 7 years, and then your business pays off, and then there's no cap to your earnings. You got to think, a lot of people work jobs for 45 years. So what is 6 years, 5 years, 7 years working towards your business to have a life that you truly like? If you're not already, I would appreciate a lot if you could subscribe, and always remember to stay locked in. You got this. Let's get it. I'll see you in the next one.